On the ice, Walleye nabbing 6 points over the weekend despite some down-to-the-wire contest. Here's more of Claire Dow's conversation with the voice of the Fish, Matt Melzak.
Their last 4 games have either needed a shootout, gone to overtime, or at least they've been tied going into the third. What makes them so special in that third period, being able to either force the overtime or pull out a win?
I think one time when there's some numbers you look at that kind of speak to how a team is progressing over the course of the season, and the numbers I like to look at is that goals for, goals against difference per period. And you see Toledo, they're right even, one under actually. They're one less goal scored to one given up in the first period. But then you look and they're a plus 16 in the second period. Then you look and they're nearly a plus 20 now in the third period. So as the game is progressing, Toledo's becoming a better team and they're taking over games. And that now we're to that point, we're past the halfway point, we're now through 40 games. That's where those numbers can start to show you what a team looks like. You look early in the year, 10 games in, it's not telling you something. But now you're 40 games in, you're starting to see some separation there, and now the play is starting to match that. Toledo is controlling a lot of the games when they get to the third period, and that's a sign of a good team. And, you know, we've seen it for years. All those great teams that we've seen the last 5 years have all had that common thread of as the game wears on, when it gets to crunch time, third period, they're coming away with victories. The other stat that you look at a lot is how they do in one-goal games. This team is phenomenal in that regard too. So that and that's what you're getting at with the fact that games have gone past regulation or they've been tied going to the third period and Toledo's coming away with wins. Part of that is they're very good when the situation calls for it.